Binance will delist Mithril. Atlas Trading founders targeted by SEC for alleged fraud via Twitter and Discord. 8.3 million Uniswap tokens are getting unlocked tomorrow. And is Axler getting listed on Coinbase? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Assets of Value podcast. Today, on 15th December, and every day, we connect to share our insights and perspectives on crypto, Web3, and NFT topics. We are the founders of Assets of Value, a Web3 research organization. Our podcast is not to be taken as legal or financial advice. Let's dive straight into it. Abe, what are the markets looking like today now that the macro news events are over?
Hi Shwab, Bitcoin is trading around 17.5k and that means Santa rally is over. It's almost over because we are seeing potential downtrends in Ethereum and other altcoins. Currently, the Bitcoin dominance is trying to move up. That means altcoins can bleed more when Bitcoin dips. If you look at the upcoming week, it's a Christmas week, and traders and investors will be looking to take profits out of their investments, and that might mean Bitcoin can move back to 16.5k region by next week.
I'm disappointed. The Santa rally was not much of a rally. I think Santa must be busy delivering presents or perhaps drowning his sorrows or counting his losses. The Santa rally that we were promised barely lasted 2 days. So does that mean that a more of a downturn or a bigger downturn is expected, even though the Fed and inflation data seems to be positive? It feels like that way to me.
Well, it could be the case also because we have been discussing how this inflation and PPI data could offset the current CPI data. And it is kind of happening right now because we are seeing some momentum from traders at this point, and the majority of the traders are shorting right now.
The pinch is being felt by many development teams and projects. The latest casualty seems that it's Mithril. Binance has announced that it will delist the token. This was a fundamentally sound project. What's actually gone wrong here? And if you could give us a background of what Mithril is, the service or the problem that they were fixing, and how it has taken a turn of events for Binance to delist them.
Mithril is a proposed decentralized content sharing plus social engagement platform. That means it is what the world needs, but not at this point. But the Mithril team, did not deliver quite readily, even in the bull market or the bear market, because they haven't tweeted or they haven't released an update since 2021 June. And currently, Binance has this policy of delisting coins which doesn't meet the trading criteria of volumes and users, right? And I think that's what's going to happen right now because Mithril as a project, it is almost dead, and Binance is trying to delist the project from the exchange. And Mithril has a special request for Binance because it is asking the security deposit from Binance, and it's almost 20,000 BNB, and it's not a small amount at this point.
For sure, the product and service offering that Mithril is providing is absolutely needed in today's space. However, what we've seen time and time again, it's the timing of this. And if project teams are not going to deliver, then the plug is going to be pulled. It feels like that CZ is taking such action. And we were talking about this a few episodes ago when we were covering why and how tokens are delisted. Essentially, it's a cost overhead via exchanges.
I agree. And if you look at when Mithril was listed on Binance, it's nearly in mid of 2018, and BNB coin was worth only $10 or $12 at that point. But currently, BNB is worth over $260. So clearly, CC doesn't want to give away BNB in inflated value, and maybe we'll see a bit of a tussle between Mithril team and Binance team.
Well, I'm sure we know who's going to win there. A little bit of muscle flexing by CZ, and Mithril will be diminished. Hopefully, the project team doesn't die away and the product still comes back in some sort of shape and form. But let's stay close to this one. A decentralized content platform, more than one is needed. I think BBS is another one, and as is Mirror. So they do exist. However, for competition purposes, the more the merrier. Let's move on to Atlas Trading. Now, the founders of Atlas Trading have been targeted by SEC, Security Exchange Commissions, for alleged fraud via Twitter and Discord. Is Security Exchange Commission purposely looking out for bad actors, or are they being tipped off by certain competition? What's going on with Atlas Trading?
I think in a million years, SEC is on the right track in this case because these people were posting TikTok or Instagram videos about investment, and they were suggesting that we can teach you how to invest and where to invest in under 30 seconds if you buy our course or pay us a monthly subscription, etc. And this was practically financial advice these people were giving out, and they didn't have any ownership over the content, and they didn't take any responsibility over their actions also. I think Gary Gensler and his SEC is on the right track here. We need to push out these bad actors as and when they emerge.
It's a fine line. We see this by many influencers or YouTube trading channels or Twitter accounts where they do post trade setups with a little bit of a disclaimer to say, yes, it's not financial advice. And I think for transparency purposes, they do show they're entering either a short position or a long position, yet they actually stop in saying or recommending a particular path and to suggest that we can convert you into traders or take such and such a trade because we are doing so. So it is a fine line. I'm just wondering how much did Atlas Trading overstep that? But I agree with you. It looks like Security Exchange Commission is acting and closing down any rogue behavior. I just wish that they were tackling bigger problems. Obviously, if anyone was affected by Atlas Trading and illicit advice, then Security Exchange Commissions does need to nip that in the bud. So maybe this is a warning to other influencers and content creators in how not to do it. So certainly a lesson to be learned there. Let's switch it up to Uniswap. This one has been a bit of a darling of late, a decentralized exchange where all of the centralized exchanges are having major issues. So 8.3 million Uniswap tokens are getting unlocked tomorrow. What can we expect from a price action perspective and the tokenomics around Uniswap?
Although 8.3 million sounds like a big figure, let's put that into perspective. Uniswap currently has around $4.5 billion market cap, and it has a daily trading volume, 24-hour trading volume of around 112 million. Now, Uniswap is currently trading at around $6. So, give or take a couple million, we can say that the amount of tokens unlocking will be equivalent to $48 million tomorrow, and that will be almost 45% of the current trading volume. I think Uniswap will face a small downtrend, but at this point, there are too many buyers near $5 levels for Uniswap. So if you are looking to invest in Uniswap, you can keep that figure in mind. And of course, non financial advice, guys.
I'm just looking at the charts, and for me, I don't see a good entry point at the moment. If one was to enter, the ideal price point one would be considering would have been around $6.30. It's quite a bit away from there at $5.93. And for me, I'm going to sit this one out and see how it's played out, but certainly a good strategy that you're implementing. Let's see how Uniswap reacts tomorrow. Our final piece that we wanted to cover today is the listing of Axelar. Is there a chance that that's coming onto Coinbase in the very near future?
I think so, Shwab, because Coinbase has added XLR into its long term roadmap. That means Coinbase will list XLR in the near future. And XLR is an amazing project in the Cosmos ecosystem. And with the listing in Coinbase, I think the token can hunt new highs. And currently, XLR is available on Osmosis, that is the native DEX of Osmosis chain. And with the news, Axelar is up 30% in a day. And that too in a bear market. It's pretty amazing to see that.
Something's definitely cooking, and it does look like this is a fundamentally sound project. Right, as we draw to a close on this episode, any alpha that you want to share with us?
I think with the delisting of Mithril, Binance doesn't say that a decentralized social platform is not necessary. It is just about Mithril and its inactivity and absence of volume. On the contrary, I think decentralized social platform will be a massive catalyst for the next bull run. And currently, although Twitter is our favorite social platform, it definitely has some limitations because Twitter has recently banned Elon Jet, which is an account that is used to track the private jet movements of Elon Musk. And I think this is pretty interesting because censoring and banning in social platforms is not something new. And there's a project called the Nostral Protocol. It is upcoming. It's not currently live, but it is an upcoming project. And I think it has a lot of potential to grow.
Fabulous. Always appreciate an insight on what you're researching on and what's on your radar. Fantastic. As always, this has been super fun. I'm glad you were able to jam with us today. That's it. Until next time. Thanks, everyone. We're signing off.